Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beautiful souls doing out there, my beautiful lights? Let's see what Spirit has for my Aquarius today. First card up, information and clarity. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So for some of you today, you are going to hear something. You're going to get this information today. All right. It may not be today, but it's going to be very soon. This is fast moving and this is information. All right. You're going to get the clarity on this information that has been hidden from you. Okay. That is going to be some very upsetting info. All right. This information. All right, here's the info card. This is the clarity you'll be getting from the information. Things that have been hidden with the moon card, toxicity or something very negative, and upset, okay? Some of you might be getting information from someone you've been with that they want a divorce. I mean, this is not going to be good, guys. All right? Every time we start the reading out, it goes from bad to good, which I guess, it's better than the opposite, right? I'd rather go this way and on a good note and start off negatively. But if this is you and you want to comment below, you can do that. If you're needing prayer, you can just put that out there in the comments section. We have a beautiful spiritual family here who will pray for you, who will answer you, talk to you. Hopefully, guys, lift each other up on the channel, okay? I'm seeing some sort of stuckness for some of you today. This is something you're really gonna be focused on. This is something getting in the way, something that's confusing you. It's getting in the way of something that would have been a justice for you. And because it's not happening, you're not understanding why. Why isn't this happening? Why isn't this person coming forth? And, I'm seeing the card of justice in the middle, which could mean that eventually you will have your justice on this. This feels like a person that you want to come into your life, that you want to get closer to, get to know. And this person's not responding, and it's creating stuckness for you and some kind of upset. All right, guys, if you have questions, you always wanted a reading, or you need to bounce some things off from me, to me, whatever, I'm also a life coach. I do readings. We can do a mix. I do phone readings, so you can do whatever you want on there as far as, keep asking questions toward your reading, ask for some guidance, whatever it is you're needing. I also offer $20 readings, so there's a good span of different types of services. You can check it out by clicking on the description below the video, and if interested, you can email me. All right, there's some kind of judgment here. I feel like somebody feels like they're being okay. The objective here is you're trying to hold on to this person with everything you have, but you're being somewhat judgmental, and maybe you don't realize you're being judgmental, but because this what you want to work out for you, what you're trying to accomplish, in other words, can be accomplished much easier if you go about it a different way. You're coming on really strong in a judgmental kind of way instead of, a positive, inviting kind of a way. And it looks like the person is basically walking in the other direction, kind of moving away instead of toward you. And all right, so we have, all right, the King of Pentacles. It looks like you might be looking over your shoulder regarding something that you're actually manifesting. You're manifesting something in, and you're doing it right. You're doing it. It looks like it might have something to do with a job or career, definitely your finances, okay? But you had something happen in the past that is in the back of your mind that is negative, and you keep thinking this thought. You keep, so Spirit is saying, if you're trying to manifest this new position, this new job. You have to get this out of your head and start forward thinking. Forget about this. Remember, guys, don't get stuck on things, okay? Just know that source is right there with you, and give it to source. I mean, you know, sure, a lot of it is up to you. You have the steering wheel of your ship. You have control for the most part. But, you know, if it's like you're applying for a job or a new career position, do your best and then give it to source, and know that if you get it, you're supposed to get it. And if you don't, you're not supposed to have it. Something else is meant to come along for you. All right. So it's all about the space. It's all about the space that, you know, one door closes, another one opens, but that space needs to be left there. So we have room for more positive things to come in. But you are manifesting this, and I do see the manifestation is growing. It's getting stronger by the minute. Okay, so just keep doing what you're doing to get what it is you want, because I'm seeing a new financial beginning here for you. All right, new financial beginning, and I do see that this is, you know, you want this so much. And again, I don't know if I'm speaking to the same person, but this is those of you who are looking for a different position or a raise, a bonus, a different career. You're looking to better oneself. All right. There's defensiveness here. At the same time, you know, you're this very loving, giving person. You like to give, you like to help others. But as far as this, you know, situation, you're trying to better yourself and get into this situation, you're feeling defensive. So drop the defensiveness and just know, you know, again, have faith in source. Know that if you're meant to have it, you're going to get it. And if you're not meant to have it, you will not. Either way, set yourself up so that you're not going to be crushed, okay? Because that just means there's an opening here for you for the next best thing. All right, because you are, you know, a good thing. You're the next best thing, if that makes sense. You know where I'm going with that, right? Complete confidence in yourself, guys. Know who you are. We all have something special to offer. Here with this Ace of Pentacles, this is a big, you know, new financial beginning for you. Good news around your money, and people around you are going to pick up on this loving energy that surrounds you wherever you go. It emanates from you, okay? And you don't have to be a masculine. You could be a feminine in the same type of scenario, situation. All right. When you have complete faith in source, you don't get triggered anymore. You don't get disappointed. And you know, this is the opposite of how, you know, we're coming out of all those negative emotions in 3D, right? The disappointment, the anger, the shame, the, you know, lack of confidence, all of those things we're leaving behind. As we're moving into 4D, right? The Ten of Pentacles arise for you. The Ten of Pentacles, my loves, this is all of your wishes and dreams since you were a child, culminating with this new beginning that's coming into play now. It's here. All right. So I'm telling you, if you have complete faith in source and you don't allow yourself to get, you know, nervous and upset, and, you know, once you get used to giving it to source, you are going to be so much calmer and happier, and not feeling those triggers that you used to feel. Okay. So here I'm seeing some kind of, well, this is a spiritual card. All right. Very spiritual in the center. And I feel like a lot of you are moving toward becoming more spiritual or wanting a stronger connection with spirit. And, you know, that's partly the reason why a lot of you are on this channel, because we do talk about a lot of spiritual things here. This isn't just a channel for, you know, here's a few things, here's your reading and you're out, you know. I provide much more. You know, I feel that my position here is to help my Aquariuses go from 3 to 5D. Those of you who are on that train and want that. All right. That's what I'm here for, to support you, to help you. All right. Also, guys, I do readings if you've always wanted a reading, and I might have just said this, okay? But I have to tell you that I restarted this reading like 3 times today, and yeah, I'm having a really rough time with this energy, guys. And the higher your frequency, I think the more sensitive you might be to the Schumann resonance and these solar flares we're dealing with right now. All right, they are proven to affect the human body, so please don't think I'm crazy. If you are getting headaches and sleep disturbances and changes in, you know, how you used to eat, you're feeling differently. You're getting aches and pains you don't usually get. Just you're all over the place emotionally. That is the energy, unless you have something that you can say, oh, well, this happened or that happened and it upset me. If there's nothing there, then it's the energy. All right. Okay. So I'm seeing some type of, so somebody wants something from their partner, it looks like. You want something from your partner, but you feel like it's I don't know, like it's not, like they're not capable of giving it to you, kind of a feeling. And I didn't really want to say it like that, but I don't know how else to describe. Like, I just felt your emotions. So you're feeling kind of like you don't want to not be with your person, but what you want from them, maybe they're not capable of giving it to you. So that might be getting in the way a little bit, and you're struggling with this right now. And so feeling alone in your plight, you know, we want to kind of feel when we have someone in our lives that we can come to them with anything and they'll be understanding. And in this case, you're not feeling that way. You're feeling like you can't bring this to your person because it's about your person, and you don't think your person is capable of you know, giving this one need that you have from them. All right, but I do see things working out. I do see the 9 of Pentacles here. I do see that, you know, peace will come back into the relationship. You're going to work this out kind of on your own, but in a way where you're going to be able to live with it and be happy at the same time. It's not like, oh, I'll just have to live with this and it sucks. You're going to find a way to hold it in your mind, in other words, so that it's going to be okay. All right, so, all right, Page of Wands with the Ace of Cups. All right, so Spirit is saying be careful about, you know, this is for my singles that are looking for romance right now, or open to romance, I should say. All right, it looks like you may run into someone this weekend or next weekend, having to do with some kind of gathering, a family gathering, a barbecue, or some kind of business meeting, party, something where there is a gathering of people. And this person's going to be very intelligent, and for some reason I'm seeing some kind of decision needing to be made here. Let me see if I can get a feel for why this is going to need a decision. I do see this person is capable of bringing in a lot of happiness to you. And this person is also capable of becoming one of your greatest loves. Okay? And I do see, so this might be somebody that's holding back, that's afraid. You might realize right away when you run into this person that, you know, things are just going to click. Things are going to click, and it's going to scare you. It might feel a little, you know, cumbersome or just scary that you're just going to click so good together. And in that moment or during that time, you might be struggling with, do I want to, if this person asks me out, do I want to go out with them? Do I want to start this up? Do I want to open up and you know, to love again? So yeah, this is like a decision that you're going to need to make. Okay. All right. So this is something I see you guys celebrating. I see you're using your intuition and you're celebrating. Okay, so I think for the most part, this has to do with things that you are leaving in your life that are not making you happy. The stuff that has you feeling left out in the cold. A lot of you are ending it now. A lot of you are really, on board with this train. Like, no, I'm not tolerating stuff. I'm not going to tolerate living my life in an unhappy manner. I'm certainly not going to do it for someone else's sake. Okay. And I do see that you are a loving person. You also want the same respect back. You want to be in love. You want your person to love you back and be respectful. And that is going to be, that's going to come in actually. I see a celebration here with this loving person wanting to offer their cup. But first, this, the things that you need to end are ending. You're doing it. I see that these are all things that you were unhappy with, that had you feeling left out in the cold. And you're using your intuition, guys. You're using your intuition now. I'm very proud of you. I feel like finally, more than half of you that are on the channel are now using your intuitive abilities to basically make all decisions. Okay, so things are going better for you because you're doing that and you're making the right decisions. All right, I'm seeing a feminine who's having a tower moment, and you desperately want balance. Okay, this has something to do with another feminine in your life, and I don't know who this is to you, but I do see that this other feminine is taking some downtime or needing a break. Okay, maybe not talking to you for some reason, maybe has separated from you, and this might be creating a big upset for you. All right, so next I'm seeing, oh wow, okay, we have the Six of Pentacles here, and we have the Wheel of Fortune on opposite ends of this reading, guys. So we know that the Six of Pentacles is an inflow, an influx of money coming in and an influx going back out. So more money coming in than going out. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is wealth. This is not a penance. This is wealth and prosperity. And with this Six of Pentacles, more will be coming in, and you will be taking some and helping your communities, your families. That is what is coming. All right. It's important. They've been connecting this card with wealth lately. The Seven of Wands, the card of coming into your authentic self. They want you to really hone in on this. It's very important right now that you do this. Okay. It's spiritual. It's helping you make your spiritual connections tighter and more potent. Okay. So that you can bring these things in. I'm seeing a victory, and I'm seeing happiness, both for this masculine and this feminine. I feel like you both may watch, or at least one of you watches, but in some cases both of you watch, and you guys are happy. You guys are very happy, and you might even be talking about marriage in the very near future. I'm seeing the victory card in between you and your happiness. Okay, so this is something that you are 150% with. You're just thinking that this is completing you, completing your life with this other person over here. This other person feels the same way. You're their victory, but also I feel that marriage is in your future. Okay, so not too far off. Yeah. And it's looking like one of you is, thinking about the fact that you would like to be married, because, you might be getting a little older, and you might feel like you want to settle down, and you want a partner now. You'll do better financially with two incomes, And I do see like this is going to be like a new start. Together you'll be able to buy a home, you know, bring things, be able to afford the things that you both want, and you're going to do it as a partnership. And you're both hardworking. You're both very work conscientious. You both do well. So things are just looking very good for you right now. Excellent. All right, I'm going to end on this note, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.